All right, welcome back. Let's get another perspective now to the CBN new cash withdrawal policy, and now being joined on the program by Dr. Muda Yusuf, who is the CEO of the Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise. Dr. Muda, thank you very much for joining us on the program. The National Assembly, members of the National Assembly are up in arms against this policy. The House of Representatives clearly coming out, ordering the CBN to suspend it altogether. The Senate has asked the CBN governor and some other officials of the CBN to appear before it. And then there's the CBN governor saying that there's not going to be any going back at all, that we might see some kind of tweaking in terms of how much people are allowed now to withdraw, so to speak. What do you make of all of this?
I agree with the National Assembly because this policy, from an economic point of view, from a policy point of view, I don't see any significant value that is bringing to the table or to the economy.
But what about the cashless, the need for us to go cashless, and then you talk about financial inclusion? That's what even you have been pushing for quite a while, for a long time.
Yes, I agree with you. For the cashless objective, the truth is that as a country, we are one of the best performers as far as cashless policy is concerned. Cash dominance in the Nigerian economy is one of the least that you can find anywhere around the world. And you can look at the data. To determine cash dominance in any economy, you relate the cash to the GDP of that country. Cash to GDP in Nigeria is 1.8%. In Kenya, it's about 2.7%. In India, it's over 10%. In the United States, it's more than 10%. In Japan, it's close to 12 to 14%. So as far as having a cashless environment is concerned, we have come a long way.
So obviously what you're saying is that in those countries that you have mentioned, people carry more cash than we do in this country.
That is what I'm saying. I mean, look at the transactions now. POS in the first 9 months of this year, we had 6.1 trillion transactions. 6.1 trillion naira worth of transactions. Electronic transfers in the first 9 months of this year was 272 trillion naira. Mobile transfers was 12.9 trillion naira. Payment of bills, that's electronic payment of bills, DSTV and the rest of them, was 2.2 trillion naira. How much cashless can you be? And the total money supply in this economy as at October was 50.6 trillion.
But have you looked at it from the other point of view too, that look, for instance, you talk about the POS, that in most cases, some of these transactions are done. Yes, you're right, they do the transactions, but it's cash that those who are doing the transactions now, is cash that they're taking away from the POS or ATM or whatever you like.
But a huge component of it is also for payment of transactions. And in any case, the point I'm making is that the cash we have in the economy today, compared to the size of our economy, it is not too much. This economy is 180 trillion naira in value. How can we say 2.8 trillion naira is too much for this economy? I just relate to you the ratios.
How then do you reconcile that with the thriving business of kidnapping in this country, which of course is cash-based?
Well, it's cash-based, and I'm not saying that is not happening, but we cannot compare the cash transaction within the kidnapping environment to the totality of the transactions that are taking place in the economy. Money supply in the economy is 50.6 trillion. The cash component of money is only 2.8 trillion. Just 6.5% of money is cash.
But look, if this policy is going to help to some extent to say address some of our security challenges, don't you think it's something that we should implement?
DEJI, the CBN should face its own job. The job of the CBN is not about vote buying, about bandits. It should face its own job. We have statutory institutions in charge of security. We have more important things for the CBN to do. Look at what is happening to our foreign exchange. Look at the disparity in the market. Look at the corruption in the system. Look at the cost of fund. Look at the CBN financing of deficit. Look at ways and means. Look at the high inflation in the economy. These are much more fundamental issues for the CBN to deal with. We are talking about vote buying, kidnapping. The security agency should step up.
But the CBN will tell you that, look, some of these issues that you highlighted, it's already dealing with them. Even though, yes, it's true that it's not as if things are getting better, but it's not as if it's sitting down and folding its arms and doing nothing in terms of inflation, in terms of the foreign exchange and all of that.
Is the situation getting better? And this economy, is it getting better? Even in spite of all the advocacy to tweak the policy, has there been any change in policy? The situation is getting worse.
So you think this policy is unnecessary?
It's completely unnecessary. It's as unnecessary as the cash redesign or currency redesign and all of that. What are we going to achieve from it?
Why do you think the cash redesigning is unnecessary? I mean, if the CBN says, for instance, that, look, the amount of cash outside our banking system is so huge, and apart from that, when you talk about the problem of counterfeiting as well, that, you know, it's a problem that we've been dealing with. So why would the redesigning of the currency be unnecessary?
Is that what exactly are you going to achieve? You are talking about kidnapping and all of that. If you say it's about kidnapping, will the kidnappers not design other ways of dealing with this issue? The point is that we need to relate whatever we are doing within the framework of cost and benefit. Look at the implication of this for the informal sector of the economy. Look at the implication for the rural economy. Look at the implication for segments of the public that are not literate. Look at the implication for segments of the economy where there are no banks. The logistics and all of that. These two policies are tied together. The disruption it's going to cause is highly disproportionate compared to whatever benefits that we are going to achieve from it.
So you think the timing is wrong?
It's not the timing, it's the entire concept. The entire concept, I don't think is necessary at this time, because if you situate it within the context of what our priorities are as a country, this is not what should be engaging all this time and energy and resources at this time. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's a misplacement of priority.
Well, but the CBN governor has said that there might be some tweaking. For instance, in the amount of money people are allowed to withdraw. And essentially, this is to take care of those in the rural areas, which, of course, people have expressed concern about. Even the Senate, too, has expressed concerns about that. So the CBN governor has said, look, there would be some tweaking. You don't think that will be enough to assuage the feelings of people and then to just get this policy running?
Well, it may achieve some results, but let me emphasize again. We have come a long way as far as is concerned. Total money in the economy is 50.6 trillion. Cash component of money is only 3.3, and cash outside the system is 2.8 trillion. That's only 6.5%. I mean, you don't fix what is not broken. We're just dissipating energy unnecessarily. In other climes, you roll out incentives for people to come on board voluntarily. That is what should happen. A lot of transactions are already online. Electronic payment is 272 trillion in 9 months. I mean, what more do you want? I mean, people should relate to data. Because it is misleading to say that cash is money. Yes, cash is money, but not all money is cash. Over within the banking system. It's not only cash that is money. When you talk of money supply, it is not only cash. Cash is just about 6.5% of total money.
I want to know, what do you think? Do you think the National Assembly can get the CBN to reverse this policy, considering that the CBN has the backing of the presidency? And then it's also been talking about its CBN Act as well, which gives it autonomy.
You see, the National Assembly is the ultimate as far as a democracy is concerned. The president himself, who actually appointed the CBN, is accountable to the National Assembly. The act of the CBN is a product of the National Assembly.
Yes, it is.
So I think the CBN should also, the CBN government should be humble enough, at least to listen to the National Assembly and come up with whatever compromise it is. Because the whole essence of inviting him to ratify this policy. So it depends on the extent to which he's able to convince them. But I don't think he should go there with the mindset that he is superior, he has a superior authority over this matter. If he goes with that mindset, I think that will be a very big mistake.
Well, I think we'll just have to leave it there. Dr. Muda Yusuf, thank you very much for coming on the program, and thanks for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll be discussing something else. Stay with us. Don't go away.
The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has fixed Monday, 12th December 2022 to Sunday, 22nd January 2023 as the dates for the collection of PVCs nationwide from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily, including Saturdays and Sundays. All registrants who are yet to collect their PVCs or requested for transfer of registration, as well as those who applied for replacement of lost or damaged PVCs, can now visit INEC local government offices where they intend to vote to collect their PVCs. Collection of PVCs will be further extended to ward level for those who are unable to collect theirs at local government offices from Friday 6th to Sunday 15th January 2023. Thereafter, the exercise will be reverted to the local government offices of the INEC until Sunday 22nd January 2023. Remember, only those with PVC can vote on election day. Collect your PVC now to vote. It is your duty. This message is brought to you by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), making your votes count, consolidating our democracy.
Opinions are free, facts are sacred, but truth is universal.
How, in practical terms, can we, for instance, de-escalate the tension?
President must see himself as the President of the Federal Republic.
We know where the enemy is. 3 places. The Lake Chad Basin, the border area between Nigeria and Cameroon, and then the Sambisa Forest.
On DEJI360, we give you a complete dose of everything. Opinion, facts, and undiluted truth.
I hardly believe what politicians are saying in this part of the world.
A new Nigeria is possible, a future is possible.
We delve into the issues, dissect it so that you can understand it, and use it to take action.
I don't think there's any need for any governor to look for grant for ranching.
DEJI360, dissecting the issues.